Welcome to another garage sale finds. Let's see what we got going on today. Okay, so I'm just going to take and pile it up here and we'll go through it. Okay, so why? I can hear you. I know. I got you. I understand. Why did you buy a bunch of power supplies? Why did you buy a random cord? Well, it was just kind of part of the mix. I have no huge excuse for this other than a lot of these laptop power supplies that take these cords, I lose. And a lot of times this is the cord that plugs in the back of a TV or whatever. So it's always good to have some random cord junk like this. Put it in your cord pile. When you need it, you got it. What kind of drew me to this stuff? Now, first of all, let's go to this one. This is just a phone charger. This is going to be 5 volts. So this is always good for projects because you always have some kind of project you're dealing with that will run on USB power. And here you got something that you can hook straight into the mains and you've got USB power. So you can't have enough of these. I've torn so many of these things apart and used them in projects that it's not even funny. Then we have something like this. Okay, this is kind of cannon fodder, really is all it is. 25 cents, and I've got a 9-volt power supply, about basically a 9-volt battery I can plug into the wall. So here, again, another power supply. Why'd I buy it? Well, what caught my attention on this particular power supply is it's 20 volts, 1 amp. 20 volts. Don't have anything, don't have no plans, don't need 20 volts, but it's odd, it's unusual, and I can work with it. I can use it for something. So I have a ready-made plug in the wall 20 volt power supply. This is an old laptop power supply, 25 cents. 19 volts, just over 1.5 amps, 30 watts. So I've got a nice compact 19 volt power supply, and I can work that into one of the soldering irons. It's only 30 watts. Yeah, it's only 30 watts, but still. Here's an old Asus laptop power supply, 25 cents. Output is 19 volts, 1.5 amps, and I don't see a watt rating, but yeah, right there. So another tiny 19 volt power supply. And then here we got this monster and a 12 volt, 1.25 amp. So 12 volt is kind of a common thing that you end up with electrical projects. So that's always good to have. It's always good to have these. And we're talking about 25 cents. So that's 50 cents. 75 cents, and I think that was 10, so 85. And let's just say if these right here were 25 cents a piece, I don't remember the price, but even $1 a piece, that's $3.25 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power supplies that I can use in projects. Okay, so here. Yes, I did pay $3 for a charger and 2 Black & Decker 18 volt. So yeah, I did pay $3 for this. Was it a good deal? Absolutely not a good deal at all. But there's a reason. Okay, there's a reason why I got this. Because I'm pretty sure that these are gonna be bad. This is good. I know it's good. I don't have a charger for it. I'd like to have a charger for it, but I believe I can tie into this and charge it with my benchtop power supply. And so the whole point of all this is projects. Kind of thinking about, and I don't know the rating. Well, so it's a 2.5 amp hour, 40 volt DC lithium ion battery pack. And so the hopes is that I can maybe re-engineer this and use it as a power supply for something. A project or a video to try to show you how to fix these things. It'll also work on any of the newer DeWalt batteries as well. So that's a future project, and that's the point of all this. So I think this was 25 cents, this battery right here. Because there was no charger, there was nothing this went to that I saw at the yard sale. So they gave it to me for practically nothing, which made up for these. So in my opinion, that's my justification anyway. So we got this. Again, another one of those things, you know, it was in the box and part of the stuff. A lot of times in a yard sale, what you will end up with is you buy the box and you do something with all the garbage that you don't want. And this is some of that. It might work. It might not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's got a motor in it. I use a motor in it. Probably tear it down, use motor, grab bearings out, maybe pull the battery, who knows with that, charging circuit, plug. Most likely this will be taken apart and just... Okay, this ain't clean, kind of cheesy or whatever, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be great storage. So that's going to be the intent of this case. Of course, like I said, I gotta clean all that up to make it look a whole lot better than it does now. Of course, again, looks don't mean nothing. Functionality is what means something to me. So stiff that feels. I would imagine that is probably lead-free. Melts at about 1800 degrees. Or who knows. But that was in one of these boxes and kind of a, I think it was basically a freebie. So here's another kind of cool deal. I think this one, it was kind of a mix deal, a handful of stuff. What do you want for this? I think it was $3 is what they said, and I got this. The rest of the stuff I'm going to show you, and that other box I think was 25 cents somewhere else. So of course, Hyper Tough, you can figure out where this come from, but this is a cable, or I don't know what you'd call it, polyspiral wire wrap tube, and it was included in with the $3 charge for everything. Right here, another laptop power supply. I don't know. I got the, say if the case was 25 cents and this was $1, that's $1.25, and this is another, just say 50 cents. That's like close, that's almost $2. Solder 25 cents, that's $2. And then so there's another $1 hanging out there that we spent on the what was it? My wife got some stuff in the handful of stuff. I think it was some tape that is magnetic. It's magnetic tape. You peel the back off of it, stick it to whatever, and it's a magnet. Okie dokie. So you'd almost think, oh, I don't know if there's different levels to this. Nope. So it's just what you got on top. So this is an item in a box. One of the items that I wanted, but it's a set of easy outs. So it's missing 3 drill bits. You got 1 drill bit that's going to match for this one, and then progressively smaller ones for these 2 smaller easy outs here, and then these 3 drill bits for these 3 easy outs here. And so you have just different sized easy outs. This right here is a number 6, and because they're tapered, they don't have a specific size like ½ inch or whatever, but it looks like this probably goes from probably a ½ inch up to 5/8 or something. So it's a tapered shaft. Works the same way all other easy outs works. You have some easy outs that are square but still tapered, and you have some that are spiral fluted like this right here, and who knows what all kind of designs you have out there. But this drill bit right here is a 3/8. So okay, so being a 3/8, then the smallest is going to be a 3/8 right here, and that's the smallest hole you're gonna put into, and you can progressively get bigger on up to this full shank size if you have to. But just remember, you got to drill however deep you got to drill so that you can get up to the shoulder on this where it actually makes contact inside the hole you drilled. And so, awesome. I can find some drill bits to put in here that will match these, but I've got tons and tons of drill bits. I think on the last yard sale finds, I had a conglomeration of a bunch of drill bits, and so I can populate these two spots right here with some drill bits that'll be fine for these two right here. So easy outs. That's a really, I feel it's well worth having, and this is going out in my shop because one thing I don't have is easy outs. For all the tools and machinist tools, end mills, carbide bits, solid carbide end mills, you name it, I've got everything but easy outs. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.